Do, 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 do. Yeah. I'm going to work late today because I left work. uh, I left work late yesterday. Got a last minute rush. Yeah, so I left work late, um, and that whole derailed my whole evening. I went to the grocery store. By the time I got to the grocery store, I was like tired. So when I leave work late, the traffic is different. Went into work later. Yeah, I was just super annoyed yesterday evening because I felt it was unfair. So, um, yeah, I'm going live on TikTok too. So I'm just setting that up. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna leave for about 15 minutes later. Because I didn't leave there till about the same. So yeah, um, we are going out for lunch as a team. So Um, I'm not gonna do. I don't have to make my lunch because my lunch is. We're going out for lunch. Um, yeah. So today, after work, I'm gonna. Oh, my battery's low. I should move it over here then so I can plug it in. Um, I should go to reach. Yeah, it will reach. Um, how was everybody this morning? I was just super annoyed yesterday. Um, it's I don't mind doing rushes, but um, they also have to how you call it manage their customers and saying, okay, like okay, so he's the person who gave me the rush was like, oh, so we had conversations about something during the day, and I gave him all the information. I armed him with all the information he needed. And then throughout the day, I could hear him just talking and chilling, especially before that meeting. And then I was helping another person with a rush request, so I went into the meeting late. And then when I was sitting in the meeting, my time ends at 4 o'clock. This is now 20 to 4 when I got into the meeting. Not because I wasn't doing anything, it's because I was helping another rep. Um, and the meetings are just like, so where are we at with this? And it's not like it's super important. It literally could have been done the next day. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, um, I have I have a I need that we're gonna go with whatever, and I need it by end of day." My day ends at 4 o'clock. My day ends at 4 o'clock, and it's now 3:45, and I'm still sitting here in this meeting. Um, no, and I was there before 8, and then we need it by end of day. So you advise your customer, I can't get it every day, but first thing in the morning, I can get it to you. That's a different thing. But you just when you had the information, because he walked into there with that information. So, anyways, I was super annoyed yesterday because what if I have an appointment? What if I have an appointment? You didn't say, "Hey, are you doing anything?" So I just sent an email just now, and I just said we need to move these meetings to an earlier time because I can't be in a meeting where I have an end of day rush and I'm sitting in a meeting listening to stuff that I don't care about. I mean, it's not like I don't care about, but like all I'm now hearing is I gotta go back to my desk. I'll finish this quote before I leave at 4 o'clock. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, it is a new day. It is a new day. Good morning, everybody. I'm on here a little bit later because I'm going to work late. I'm taking back my time and have my fruit. I don't need to make lunch because we are going out for lunch as a team. Good morning. Cheers to you too. Welcome, welcome everybody. I'm on live on two two platforms, so I'm just. Yeah. I was on live last night, and here I am again. So welcome everybody. Oh, these are so sweet. Mm, these are sweet. Um, yeah, I still have to make my smoothie, which is quick. Everything's in the blender. Push the button and then put it in the the jar. So, mm, how's everybody this morning? I struggle with breakfast because I never know. I don't want to eat bread. Um, and because it will fill you up, but then you're hungry um, sooner, anyways, right? So I do have boiled eggs. I took out of the fridge, but I usually do that for a snack, a morning snack. And have my smoothie. And I didn't have my oatmeal today. Oh, that's what I should have had. It's oatmeal. I just got up in a mood. Um, yeah, I could still make it actually. I have time. So good morning, good morning. Just here having breakfast. I'm gonna go put on the kettle. I can take you guys with me. um, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Just one sec. I'm gonna put down the kettle so I can make some oatmeal because I don't want to be hungry yet. I'm not going out for lunch. One sec. Okay, so I made my oatmeal. This was the oatmeal that I made. I talked about it yesterday. So you know the individual packs of yeah, I just went to make my oatmeal. I got up super annoyed this morning because I was so tired. I also had espresso yesterday, and espresso crashes me, so I feel it in my bones. Like you know when you're so tired, you feel it in your bones. That's what I felt. But I was also thrown off. Now, if I can control being thrown off my schedule, that's you know better for me. Also, if I'm the one throwing myself off my schedule, I could deal with that. But unfair throwing offs at work, like asking me to do something in a pinch, um, shows me no regard for me. It shows me that you don't know what time I leave and that you don't have any respect for what I do after work. My time, I'm only paid up in this time. And I'm the type of person, if you ask me to do something, I will stay to do it and take back my time. And if you ask me to do it and not tell me to do it with no disregard of my after work life. Like if I have a doctor's appointment because I have a heart condition, you go and see a specialist. You can't be late for the specialist, and they can't rearrange as quickly. I have to wait months. Oh, I was so mad. I didn't have a doctor's appointment, but they had no regard. This person had no regard for me, my time, and my work after work. So I was pretty annoyed this morning. So I'm taking back my time. I'm going to work later because I have to sit, which I don't mind, but I don't like to be like 15 minutes before I have to leave work. That and the information that I gave you was give it. You had the information of an end of day task at least an hour before. I couldn't because at least an hour before, and then you throw, "Oh, I just found out." Yeah, I was just told, and he's not looking at me when he's telling me, so I know that was a lie. And also, you can manage your customers. You can say, "Okay, I may not be able to get to you by end of day, but definitely because they know. Like you're asking for something at 3 o'clock. We're all in the same time zone. You're asking for something at 3 o'clock. You can say to them, if I don't get to you by end of day, I can get to you first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock. My time starts at 8. That means he has no regards for my time. I'm there before him, this salesperson. So sometimes I'm there before 8 o'clock. Sometimes I'm not, but it's up to And then especially when I work from home, I log in 7 o'clock because I'm home. So I'm going, okay, I do it for me. So I can just like be on top of things and catch up, right? So like if I wanted to stay late, they're not gonna give me back the time to catch up. Like if I stay at work and I'm like, oh, I'm just catching up and they're not gonna give me back the time, right? I just do it for me. But being told to, oh, I'm so annoyed yesterday. I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed. Oh boy. Anyways, so I sent an email to because we have like a senior sales rep, and then there's two junior reps under the senior person. So and then I'm the project manager. So I'm dealing with both sales reps, right? And then we help out when people are away with all the other reps. So I was helping out, and then we're short staff, right? So I'm not sitting there doing nothing. I'm not there sitting there twiddling my thumbs, and I want to go home because I'm tired. Because I get up really early in the morning. And yeah, so I just asked. So we have a meeting every Monday. I started to say, hey, we should have a meeting every Monday because I was new to the company. And my boss said that's what everybody does. Da, da, da. They meet with their customer service rep, the program manager, and the sales rep. He just started joining. I've been there a while, and he just started joining in the meetings, the last two, right? So I requested the meetings, and then I suggested 10 o'clock time. She put it for 3:30. Um, my like the junior rep, and two times in the last couple weeks, it's like, oh, I have an end of day thing that I need you to do while I'm sitting in a meeting at 3:30, and my end of day is 4 o'clock. So I asked to change, put it earlier, so that I'm not in this position because I can't reschedule things that I know my day ends at 4 o'clock and I have an appointment at 5 or 4:30, depending where it is. And then you just come to me on the day that I have my appointment and say, we need this by end of day, and you're giving me 10 minutes to do. You don't even know how long the task takes to do. No, it's not fair. So I should have just walked out and said, I'll give it to you tomorrow, but I did it anyways. And I sent an email today. Change the time because I'm not having this happen to me again. How about that? You can't tell me no because then I won't come. I was like, no, unless you can guarantee that you're not going to bombard me or not sabotage, but you know, I knew he didn't get that information at 3:45. He got it earlier, um, or he made the decision earlier. So yeah, oatmeal. Hmm. So how are you, Sally? Thank you, Kira. Thank you. How's my TikTok family? So I made this oatmeal. I was talking about it yesterday on my live. It is. I've been gone. I've been going down a rabbit hole. I just saw a creator who was making things that we typically buy in the grocery store, and you can one have better ingredients, and two, it could be a little cheaper. Thank you. So I made um, those. It's raining outside. Ugh. Um, those instant oatmeal packs. You know the instant oatmeal packs. We're we have phases where like we love it and then we don't. Well, easy breakfast for my kids, and when they were younger, and now even as adults, it's a thing. Oh, because they're learning to like not. Oh, okay, good. Um, yeah. So yeah, I made my own maple and brown sugar oatmeal packs. It's not a pack. I just put it in a container, and then when I'm making it, I drizzle the maple syrup on it, and I can tell you it tastes exactly, if not better, than those packs. And I read the ingredients when I was at the store yesterday of the packs. It seems typical of what I put in, but there's a dried fruit or dehydrated fruit portion that I don't get. So I thought I was going to research what purple something. There's nowhere in that says maple, so I don't know where the flavoring is coming from. So I don't know with those dried fruit thing if the maple, because maple's not a fruit, but I'm gonna research it. Everything that I didn't understand, I'm gonna research it later. So and then I read the bottle of maple syrup, and the maple syrup says the ingredients of the maple syrup bottle. Guess what? The ingredient in the maple syrup bottle is maple syrup only. So it's pure. And you have to refrigerate it. And I gotta look at the expiry date. I've been on school trips with my kids where they show the process of making the maple syrup. So I'm assuming it's a maple tree. I should have paid attention a little bit more. If you're here in Canada, well, in Ontario, I did as a little girl, and then my kids did the same, like not the same exact, but they had a trip like that. It's a school trip where they take you to show you the process of making um, maple syrup. And I don't know if it was spring or I think it was spring, like going into spring because there was still snow on the ground. And so they put these little taps into, they literally look like taps into the tree. And the maple syrup is made, I think, at certain times of the year. Because every time we've gone on a trip, it's been that type of weather. And then they have these buckets that are held onto these taps, and then the maple syrup just drips into these buckets. Then they go to another process, so which I don't know. So yeah, so they do maple fudge. They have the maple butter. Like it's really awesome. So yeah, it was a good trip. You're more when you're a parent volunteer. Sally, I don't know if you have anything like that when you were a teacher. Um, and Kira, where are you watching from? Where are you from? Hey, hey, how are you? Um, Trips to like when you have parent volunteers, because I did a lot of volunteering, especially with my older one. Um, School trips, and you're kind of concentrating on the kids more than you know what the activity because you don't want to lose any child. You want to make sure they're staying with the group and that they're getting also from it, so they're not fooling around, they're not talking if necessary. But yeah, my younger daughter, I was volunteer at the zoo, and every time I saw this little kid after, he's not a little kid anymore, he's in his 20s. I just remember that trip. I think I said, oh, his name is Vincent. Over here, Vincent. Come here, Vincent. Get off the grass, Vincent. Stay with us, Vincent. And he wasn't rowdy. He wasn't running up and down. He would just kind of sway, go away from us. I said it about 100 times. So one time we were driving to school, my dad was like, "Oh, mom, there's Vincent." So every time I see him, I'm like, "Oh, Vincent," and yeah, yeah. I think he's doing. I think he went to like a not a special school, but it's a bad school. Like when he was going to high school, he went to like yeah. Apparently, he's very, very, very smart. So yeah, we know about these quiet ones. California. Hey, California. You guys, you're early. You're up early. It's only what, almost 5? 5 o'clock there? Almost 5. I should get going soon. Welcome, Kara. Thank you. I don't know if there's a way. I'm on my laptop on this one. I don't know if there's a way to know. Oh, I'm gonna check. If I'm gonna go to. Oh, there's a lot you can do here. Um, I'm just gonna go check. Um, oh, we follow each other. I just want to make sure that we follow each other so that we can. Or at least I subscribe to you. So I just want to make sure. I like to make sure that I've subscribed to people who join my live, just so we can be friends. But thank you so much for joining. If you don't know, I'm in Ontario. I'm in Canada. I'm in Ontario, Canada. So we are up north, but not north. Like there's north of me, and yeah. So and I had discussions about making my homemade stuff. I'm on a thing. Next thing I'm gonna do is my own creamer because I love creamer in coffee. And what else? Granola bars. I just bought a pack because one, I wanted to see the ingredients. Two, it's something that my daughter grabs as a snack. My daughters grab as snack for work. So sometimes I do too, depending on the granola bar. So if I can make my own, that'd be awesome. So yeah, what time is it? So I'm gonna get off of here. I probably could stream while I drive to work on YouTube. But I may come on later. If I don't have to have any rushes to do. I should really eat my. You guys need to try this if you're into oatmeal. Make your own. And then I have a live. I'm going to talk about reading labels because I'm going to pull up my binder. I should find that binder. Um, I did a weight loss program where I was on shakes for 12 weeks and then they wean you back. No, the program was for 12 weeks. They don't wean you back in 12 weeks. I think they wean you back way too soon. But um, so it kind of resets your body where you're on a just shakes all day. And it definitely reset my body. But getting back to eating again, it was too soon. It was too soon. But one of the classes, because we would go it was held in a hospital, and we go and we would have a nurse weigh us and measure us. We had, I think she was a nurse, but also like she was a physiotherapist. So she would come in and talk. Eventually, she came and started talking about exercise. Then we had a dietitian. I think the dietitian was there every week. But we had somebody else come in, um, and she talked about labels. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Oh, good morning. I'm on two platforms and I am going into work a little bit later today because I left later yesterday. And the um the class was on reading labels and I could tell you that that you really have to know your labels to make sure that you're um, putting what you think you're putting into your body. So things that are saying that are sugar free, are fat free, and not 100% true. There's a science behind why they can label it that way. And, it's a business, right? You want to sell your product. So you want to, if you can get away with, I can put a label that says sugar free um, or fat free, but it's only sugar free or fat free to a point. And I'm going to do it because you're going to get those people who are like, oh, this is amazing for me and buy this stuff. So one of the things was I think it was a flatbread. Either that it was a better one or it was one we were buying and it was like, don't buy it. It's not what, and it was way more than the other things. Okay, yeah, send me a message. I'm going to get up here soon because I gotta leave in about 5 minutes. Um, so thanks for coming on. Um, yeah, so it's I'm gonna do maybe a live or talk about it because it's important to know that it's not completely factual and it will affect your body, right? And you're like, why am I not, shedding or why am I not toning or what is happening? Because, you're depriving yourself and you're, or you're depriving or you're resetting your body with things um, that you think are healthy for you, but they're in turn they are not. So your metabolism is not resetting. It's not getting used to this way because there's still other things there. So I'm gonna wait till 30 minutes there. So yeah, I may come on later. I'm gonna find that binder, but I probably won't talk about it. I want to plan the talk about it and do that at a later time. But definitely want to make my own stuff if I can, and it's fun. Like I love to bake, and I don't really like to cook that much, but I like to bake and make stuff. So if I can do that, then I will. So I'm gonna head out because I need to make my smoothie before leaving for work. Thank you so much for everybody who has joined. Um, so Kara, Sally, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you when I go live again. Maybe later today. But I definitely want maybe on the weekend. I know it's Mother's Day, so maybe Friday or Saturday. Maybe I'll do a live in the morning. I haven't gone live on a Saturday morning because I want to be in my bed, but I might get up and have some coffee and just talk to talk to everybody, just sipping and just chilling and nothing too fancy dancy. So um, yeah, so we will talk soon. Take care, everybody, and thank you for joining our touch screen. So.